Come here, Pax.
Living like a race. Living like a race. Yeah. Living like a race. Living like a race. Ain't no sign of stopping, I'm on pace. I can see them plotting, it ain't safe. She know that I got it on the way. Told her get up on my face. I need diamonds on my face. Only came for the baddies and the drinks. Getting bands, give a fuck about what you think. Watch what happens when I give a little wink. Clean money, got her hands up on the sinks. And she know we been living fast. On me, we ain't going slow. Foot up on the gas when I'm whipping through the coast. We don't go to class, but you know we on the road. Yeah, you know we on the road. But that might be the Molly in a cup. She just put the taste up to my tongue. Now she probably thinking I'm the one. Told her pour another drink, then I sip it till it's done. Living like a race.
It's coming
Ain't no
on
sign
Sunday,
of
August
stopping on my
20th.
pace.
And then you can watch it.
I can see them plotting, it ain't safe. She know that I got it on the way. Told her get up on my face. I need diamonds on my face. Only came for the baddies and the drinks. Getting bands, give a fuck about what you think. Watch what happens when I give a little wink. Clean money, got her hands up on the sink. And I'm on one. If I'm sipping on it, it's a strong one. She just seen the check and it's a long one. If I take her home, then it's a home run. Hit it like a home run. She a bad thing. We might get it poppin' in the backseat. Out in Hollywood, but we ain't acting. Running up the money like a track team. Living like a race. Ain't no sign of stopping, I'm on pace. I can see them plotting, it ain't safe. She know that I got it on the way. Told her get up on my face. I need diamonds on my face. Only came for the baddies and the drinks. Getting bands, give a fuck about what you think. Watch what happens when I give a little wink. Clean money, got her hands up on the sink.
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday to those of you who made it. My son is still up because we got home from Blue Beetle and he's all hyped. He's out playing Fortnite in the basement. My son, my youngest, slept on my lap the whole time. I'll put it this way. I don't like to give up reviews. I would say, like I say about most DC movies, is that it's not for, like, the youngest of kids. My son, even, my oldest, he's 8. He just started 3rd grade this year. He even likes, like, good storylines. And he was like, in the beginning, probably the first 30 minutes, he's like, this is boring. Then it got real good. But DC's always about big character developments and huge backstories. And it was like an origin, you know, of this character. Oh, for real? That's not good.
Dad?
What's up, buddy? You gonna show him your shirt? You got your Blue Beetle shirt on? I didn't say show him your belly button. I like it. That is like one of my favorite superheroes I've ever seen.
What's the Dark Phoenix from?
Ghost Rider, you mean?
No, Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix? Does anyone know what the Dark Phoenix character is from? It could just be a Fortnite character.
They have to have it's all Marvel characters.
Dark Phoenix. It's on Disney now. Disney Plus.
What
It's
is
literally a movie called Dark Phoenix. It's X-Men.
Oh. But which one? 1, 2, 3, what?
It's on Disney. It's just Dark Phoenix. X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Wait, I saw that one.
Alright, you watched it already? Alright, Daddy's gonna go live for break. Jonathan Thomas, you remember? I don't know if you remember Jonathan Thomas when he was here. It's a long time ago. He knew what it was. Yeah, the movie was good. I liked it. I'm not going to give anything away. It just came out today. What? It's the... One second, guys. Let me get him set up. Right here. And you should be able to go from here. Alright, you got it? Alright, sorry about that. So yeah, I don't want to give too much up. We'll talk about it in like a week. Well, there is a Dark Phoenix in 2019, a Dark Phoenix X-Men. X-Men Dark Phoenix. It's a movie on Disney Plus. But yeah, I think like DC is definitely taking a turn for the better, because like I was never a big DC. I mean, I like the Batman, Dark Knight, stuff like that, but it always felt DC to me always felt very disconnected. Where like the Marvel movies seem to tie in better, and so anyhow, ooh, there's an Invicta Anthony Richardson to kick us off. But yeah, I got to stop talking about it because I'm going to want to tell you things about it, and I don't want to. I would say it's definitely worth seeing. They don't do it in 3D. I wish it would have been 3D. It would have been worth seeing. If you have an IMAX theater, probably worth seeing it in IMAX. The problem tonight was, without getting in the movie, is the theater was freezing cold. So my 5-year-old, I had to take off I have like an undershirt and a regular t-shirt. I had to take off my t-shirt, and I put my 5-year-old in it. He fell asleep on me the whole time. My wife was curled up in a ball with her hair over her head, like her hair over her face, I mean. And like she's like, I'm just trying to stay warm. It was that cold. Even my son was like jumping around, like Pax was like jumping around trying to stay warm. Theater was like pretty empty though. I was kind of surprised. There was only like, man, I want to say maybe 12 to 15 people in it. And it was the 6:30 showing, so it wasn't like, and they had multiple shows. They were showing it in 2 or 3 theaters. But oh, you just play with Ripley and Hitman Golf? Who got the drunkest though? Josh, we'll check your video after box 1. Guys, I wanted to throw a cool little mix together, cheap enough on a Friday night that we could enjoy. Maybe get some of these QBs that are apparently going to be starting this year. It is the last chance for a season-long fantasy spot, but in the break we're doing next, we do have a spot for our very first spot in the Survivor League. There's a Jalen Carter Prism Refractor. And JSN first Bowman. There's a Mims. And Josh Downs Prism. Cade Klubnik. His cards are selling like crazy, his autos. Hendon Hooker and Caleb Williams. Both of them are first right there. See, and those are going to get top loaded because they are there first. But the CJ Stroud is his second year. Joey Porter. We got Tyler Van Dyke. Validate Refractor. Pat Garwo. Hold on 1 second. Pat, is it just you down here? Yeah. Thought I heard Mom. Pat Garwo Purple Etch. First Bowman. CJ Stroud, there we go. I love these throwback looking cards. Jackson Dart. There's a Gibbs Ramblin' Man and a Bryce Young second year. And our first auto is going to be Jabari Small. Now, just a heads up, any NIL cards will get randomed at the end since we didn't do an NIL spot. Now, I'm going to check in and see what Josh Slam is doing in a minute. But what are you guys doing on a Friday night? There is a card show in my area tomorrow that actually Chris had to remind me about. So I may go with my dad to that. But I have a big draft tomorrow. Anyone doing drafts tomorrow? I have my first. It's an NIL card, by the way. Our first big draft tomorrow. Anthony Richardson. And there we go. How old is your kid? 3? Is your kid 3, Slam? Oh, I thought maybe it was going to be you trying to keep up with Dougie from last night. 19 months, not even 2. Yeah, we'll do the NIL auto separately, and then all the NIL base we can do as a separate one, like the Caleb Williams and stuff like that. Yep. And that's another reason the other day when we did the Bowman U-Break with the other stuff, we did an NIL spot. Normally for something like this, I would do an NIL spot, but because we had a box of Optic in it, I didn't want to do that. And that being, it would be unfortunate to have that in there. Yeah, cool, man. Well, maybe I'll bump in you. I think it goes like 9-3. If we go, we're only going for a real little bit. We have to be back for a draft at 2. Dude, did you think I'd get him, Chris? I kind of figured. I didn't want to be him. There's another Invictica, and that is Will Levis. 2 good Invictas, or whatever they're called, Invicticas or Invictas. Will Levis and Anthony Richardson. I'm hoping we pull one of the big name autos out of this. Chris made me take a what Office character are you? And I was Michael Scott. Hey, listen, I'll take Michael Scott over Andy Bernard. I knew I wasn't Jim, and I knew I wasn't Dwight. I mean, come on, we talk about The Office enough. That's cool, Steve. Yeah, I don't know how big the show's going to be. Will Levis got hurt in practice today. Yee, that's not good. I don't think he's starting anyhow, right? He's Titans. Like, it's Ryan Tannehill's job. There's a Stetson Bennett first. JSN, that is going to be a Prism. It's over there. How about DTR? We'll keep him over there. Jabari Small. And Bo Nix, numbered out of 99. Now, we can leave this up because we've never really done one quite like this. I can random up the number ones separate as well since it's a big card out of 99. Or do we want to just do all non-autos as one big NIL random at the end? I'll set that off to a side. I'll let you guys discuss it. We've never really done it. Obviously, all the NIL autographs will get random out separately. Then any NIL cards will get random out together as a group, or we can do the numbered ones separately. I'll see what you guys say in the comments here. Xavier Worthy, Jaron Hall. There's a Spencer Sanders refractor. Again, another one that will go. Now that one would, regardless, would be part of the Stetson Bennett. That'll be a nice random at the end. Aiden O'Connell. That one's going to go to the Raiders, and that's numbered out of 99. Raiders, right? He's the big preseason quarterback. JT getting him. Well, as of right now, the numbered ones that are non-autos are going to go to in that big random at the end. We got a Will Levis there. Austin Stogner, Trayshawn Holden, Clayton Tune, and Kenny McIntosh. Well, they're not telling me, Chris, so I'm going to assume we're going to random up the Bo Nix as part. You know what? That's kind of nice. The numbered card to go along with all the base. That'll be a nice random at the end, you know? Wow. Is that the 75 point? Or oh, it's a 55 now. I'm going to have to go up to the 108 for this. Look at this guy trying to get credit for pit. No! Man, this little snake trying to get free. You take that to, oh, what's his wife's name again? I got to remember now. Why do I want to say Stacy and I know it's not? You bark up over at your wife's tree for that. Credit for pictures of Ripley. I would expect that out of Ripley. I don't expect that out of you. Jeez, man, Nussie. Oh, I want to see this picture. Hold on. Here we go. Slam. Oh, jeez. Well, you have a rave going on.
Hey.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, you pooped?
Nope. Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm tired just watching it. I'm glad my kids are into video games now. Although we get to run it, and the pool is where they're wild. Good for you, man. That's good stuff right there. Enjoy those times. I'll never get to do that stuff again unless it's my nephew or my grandkids at this point. I ain't giving you anything, Nuss. Come on now. Maybe if I was doing video credit, I'd let you be in the contest. Are you seeing this, Chris? This dude's trying to get credit for pictures of himself. This is not your OnlyFans account, Nussy. I don't know what... Oh, another Invicta, and it's a CJ Stroud. 3 of those tonight. One is a Levis, one is a Richardson, and one is a Stroud. Man, we're having good luck with those. You can send me $10 to show it. How's that sound? Send me $10 and I'll show it. This dude. Goes out drinking all night with the boys. And then wants credit. Dylan Gabriel, Bijan, that's the second year. DTR. And, there we go for the Rams. A nice Stetson Bennett purple etch there. Oh, dude, I'll be ready to rock and roll tomorrow night after the draft. Dude, here's the problem why I'm not, tuned up. I do have my movie theater soda right here. All right? And the first round did have Bushmills Irish whiskey in it. But, dude, I had to dump some of it out. My wife stopped doing it because she's like, I'm too cold to enjoy this. I'm like, I get it. So we, stopped an hour, not even an hour into the movie. And then we were both just kind of like, ugh. Zach Calzada, and I believe, double check for me someone, but I believe that's another NIL. Scotty coming through with a video. There we go. And there's a CJ Stroud Invicta. At least you didn't try to pimp it out like Nuss did. Nuss in here trying to pimp out his videos. Pimp you guys out. He wanted the credit for your pictures. Drew Alar. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Zach Calzada is. Man, these are three nice Invictas. Wonder what they go for. They're probably not a ton, but they're still nice cards. Dougie, I was happy to see you survive your birthday night after that video. I mean, that's not the first time you had some Robitussin, a Tic Tac, and a hookah, but so no one said anything. Live drafts anyone tomorrow? You tried Aiden O'Connell. I bet you will do well. Ajulari with the refractor there. There's a Hendon Hooker first. Another Caleb Williams first. Those are both base, not refractors. JSN Ramblin' Man. Bryce Young second year. Graham Mertz. How about a Will Anderson Kahuna? I don't think these weren't box hits this year, right? They were box hits the first year. They weren't, or case hits, I mean. I don't think they were this year. Although we've opened, this is our 4th box this week. And this is the first Kahuna we've seen. The big Kahuna, Will Anderson for the Texans going out to James Rea. What up, Eisman? Walker Howard. And then Jaden Whaley out of 399. That's a first. Anthony Richardson base there. And a Stetson Bennett first base. Yeah, it's crazy because, I mean, here's the thing. They are 2 per box or 1 to 2 per box for the Invictas, but it's not always easy to get a big name. I would say they have to be at least $5, right? Which, again, is not for nothing when you're looking at, a break that's only $25 and it's going to have, 11, 16, 17, 19, 20 autos in it, plus a chance at a downtown. All right, Scotty, as soon as I get done with this box, we'll check it out. Do you have the volume? Nick Nussy must have the volume down. His wife must be around. He's not allowed to turn the volume up when I'm breaking. She doesn't like my voice. I don't blame her. I don't even like my voice. Jahmyr Gibbs first there. Dylan Gabriel. Oh, what do we got here? Is it going to be an auto? No, but it's a Logan Diggs out of 199. That could be another NIL, but we're going to do all the, unless it's an auto, all the base and numbered NIL cards will go to a spot. McIntosh, and there's an Aiden O'Connell first base. Falcons looking good in preseason. You know what? I don't really look at the team ball as much as they do. If we're looking at preseason, it's really just like, I've seen guys like, who was the guy on the Browns last night that had like 100 and some yards? I saw that with the Bills last year. We had guys in the preseason go for like 100 plus yards in 2 or 3 games, and they still didn't make the team. And I'm like, what's the point of that? Like, what more can a guy like that do? C.J. Stroud, second year. Jalen Carter, Prism there. There's a Will Anderson. Oh, is this going to be an auto coming up? Oh, for the Bears! Out of 50, Noah Sewell. The Bears, just in time, James. There you go. Gold swirl something. I don't know the name of all these in Bowman. But Jeepers Creepers, 16 out of 50. Noah Sewell for it. The Bears. That's a pretty looking card. I saw Tyrod Taylor threw him one. There's a Will Anderson Invicta for the Texans. Billingsley and Raleek Brown. Tyrod Taylor threw it to him, right? All right, before we go any further, hey, they weren't bad autos. Look at our 2 NFL odds now. 2 NILs to random up, but Aiden O'Connell out of 99 and Noah Sewell out of 50. Those are decent autos, and we had some nice numbered stuff. That Stetson Bennett was the purple wave, too. Purple etch or whatever it is. So some nice stuff, and that was just out of our 2 Bowman boxes. Our autos are all coming up. That Bowman's not bad. So I'm thinking about doing like some player breaks with it. There's exactly 100 players on the checklist. I was thinking if we do 25 spots, 4 players per. Nussy sent the card, but I'm afraid if I show it, I'm tied to a commitment for credit. Is that Fireball? Dude, that's a nice cart, man.
Not when I leave at 9.
Scott is so tall. That crew did some wrecking on the course, man. Scott, I appreciate the video. I like seeing it. Sewell. I'm not even drinking tonight. That's the problem. Every time I don't drink, I'm a mess. All right, we're going to go ahead. Actually, we'll mix it up. We'll do a 5-box Trinity break. We're going to end with the jumbo because it does have a 101, and we are due for a good 101 out of that. Wait, a PSA 10 of the autograph out of 50 only went for 42? See, and here's the thing. I was talking to Jason about that. He's been buying up some of that stuff because he's like, the season's going to come. You know, it's like what some of these Bryce Youngs out of this are going for are crazy. Out of 99. That's still a ridiculous. But here's what bothers me. When people realize like some of these guys are not going to be he might be a different instance. But like for Bryce Young and stuff, who's not going to be in Panini products. I mean, I'm not ready to say that yet, but he hasn't been in the last 3, right? He hasn't had autos in the last 3. I don't know. We haven't heard anything definitive yet, but it's not looking promising unless something changes. Cameron Ward out of 10. I don't see how some of these don't shoot up. Even the Leaf ones, you know? Cameron Ward is... He is going to be an NIL random there. 6 out of 10. So we are going to have some NIL randoms here. And Pierre Strong Jr. Is that Texans or Patriots? Why am I having trouble with that one right now? Patriots. There we go. 25 out of 30 for the Pats. New England Patriots going out to Nicky Nuss. You got one, Nussy. Hey, there he is. I bet you Chris doesn't have him. I hope he does, though. Nope, it's a Taylor, but it's Tay Taylor. In the NFL uni, Kayvon Thibodeau. 24 out of 49. And let's see what's out. Adonai Mitchell. I know he's on a team. At least I've seen him. Adonai Mitchell. Oh, no. Texas Longhorns. Yeah, he's a junior. And it looks like he is going back to college. So that's going to be a nice NIL random too. We got a few at the end. I've never sent a graded order in, and I really do want to. Joe Montana for the Niners, 49ers. Steven Kibler, you got one. 66 out of 75. Joe Montana. Now, guys, I know Trinity just came out a couple weeks ago. Well, it was while we were doing our vacation breaks while I was at the beach with my family. But 2023 is coming out like right away. This was just pushed back so far. I don't know why. But we will probably do some 22, 23 breaks. So, of Trinity. I'm hoping that this is just like an odd... Like, I don't know why they pushed it back so far and waited so long on that. Oh, well, it's mostly with Leaf because Leaf has like a major contract with them. And there's a really big story behind it, but I'm not really feeling comfortable sharing it. I know the story, and it's kind of crazy. But if Jason Upchurch wants to share it, we should have him come on here and share it while we're breaking sometime. It's a wacky story, man. But he owes Leaf like a ton of autos. All right, guys, we're really, we can get numbered stuff in here. We can get, rookies, inserts, things like that. Oh, yeah, he's not cheap. He got a lot of money to sign. But it wasn't as much as he would have done individually. So a lot of it was stickers and stuff. So, of course, he'll sign, but he's charging like $250. That's crazy. And he doesn't like to be touched. Aiden Hutchinson, Gridiron Kings. I can't believe none of you guys have live drafts tomorrow. George Pickens came out this week, tried to say he's the best receiver in the league. Appreciate your confidence. There we go. Pittsburgh Steelers, Steven Kibler. After a Joe Montana autograph, you got yourself the retail exclusive, the retail 24 count exclusive stars. Prism, Kenny Pickett. There's one that would look nice graded. Well, he owed a bunch of money or needed to pay off debt, whether it was taxes or child support or whatever it was. And so Leaf essentially said, hey, we'll give it to you, but you're going to owe us this many autographs. And he's like, bet. Drake London on the track. DeAndre Swift, who is now an Eagle, right? And Kyer Elam. What made you LO? I can't ever see with this stupid heart on the screen. It cuts off the latest until someone else types something, James. I can't see your full comment. The nerve. To charge $250. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad price for him, if that's what you mean. Except for the fact that he's signing all these Leaf cards, right? Howie Long Retro Series. David Montgomery Silver. There's a Jeremy Ruckert rated rookie. Oh, I just hope we have it down. Oh, are you talking about Pickens? I don't know what you're referring to. Calvin Austin. Rashad White rated rookie stars. Oh, I thought we had a downtown. CeeDee Lamb, Diamond Hands. I got to ask you guys, because I had to choose some keepers this week. Where do you feel like CeeDee Lamb's going to land for fantasy stats this year? Not in draft boards. But is he a dude that's good to reach for this year, CeeDee Lamb? How do you guys feel he's going to do? I get it. I know Dak Prescott's his quarterback, so save the Dak jokes. I showed the one. Did you send another one? I saw the shot video, Scott. After I get this one done, before I do our jumbo. And, oh, come on, downtown. I don't see one. Oh, man, I was really hoping we'd get one here. Snoop Connor. Matt Stafford with the stars. There's not too many of those cards in here. Tyquan Thornton. Cordarrelle Patterson. And a Zamir White. That's the other question I wanted to ask you guys. How about Zamir White? Oh, you missed it? I'll show it again. I almost played it through twice. You guys are some bad boys, I said you tore up the course. Is that Fireball? I couldn't see. Yeah, it is. I see the red cap. I had one of those tonight. You know what? I'll take one with you. I have one down here. Hold on, let me go get it. I have one down here from the movies. I'm not gonna lie, I took one of the movies. All right, I'll take one with you, Scotty. Here we go. And Nussie and Jamie. Since it's 3 of you, it's a blazing hangout. Whew. That's the liquor store one too. That's not the malt that they got in trouble for selling. All right, guys, real quick, last box, and we do have another break tonight, but I am going to tell you, at the end of this, we have a few things to do. We have to random off at least 4 NIL autographs. The NIL numbered and base cards, and then also 2 $5 hitless credits, and that final fantasy spot 15 in the season-long FanDuel. And then, obviously, we're going to try to get to that other break yet tonight. Well, we are going to get. Seth, for me, it all depends on what you're trying. Hold on, I want to say the graded card. So the graded card is still in there. Don't let me forget, like it's a Panini 3-2 box. It all depends, in my opinion, Seth, what you want to get done. For value, it's like pretty much PSA. As much as I don't like to say that. It is. There's a lot of options if you're looking for PC. But I would say if you're looking for to establish value, I'm with Chris, HGA. But there's some new ones coming out, too, that are... And I'm not saying, like, at the National, that... What was it? TCG or whatever that has, like, the AI grading. I'm all about it. This is a Cincinnati Bengals. Right here, Javon Hiley, numbered out of 15 for Cincinnati. But just remember this, though. If it's a very valuable card, and this is what I was looking at some of the cards that were like 1,500, 2,500 range. So I saw like an HGA one, and it was a 10. And the PSA was a 10. And I forget what card it was. But it was like, they wanted like 1,800 for the PSA and like 1,200 for the HGA. Right? But my question is, how much did they have to pay to get the PSA graded? Because HGA grades that on a flat fee, like $20. But PSA is probably going to upcharge you. So did you pay $200 to get that graded? $250? I don't know what it takes when you get a card that expensive. So you have to take that off. And with PSA... You have to pay, with HA, you just pay up front, they ship it back. PSA, you have to come up with that money. So if you send a card in and you're like, shit, that graded out, and they're like, you owe us $250. Let's just say you don't have $250 that week. You're waiting on a paycheck. They won't send it back to you till you pay them. So it's not like you're like, well, send it back, I'll pay my bill after I sell it. It doesn't work like that. That's the weird thing about what they do. He says, die cuts use Beckett. Keelan Robinson, 2 out of 5. But some guys like that they don't have to pay for their grading until, all right, this is going to be another NIL. Yeah, Mike, I'm kind of with you. I was kind of surprised you went that route, but again, I get it for value. Ty Simpson here. We might have a few NILs in this one. We're gonna have a bunch of randoms at the end. Ty Simpson is Crimson Tide. So again, some of these cards are doing well. Some of the NIL cards, it's out of 5, are doing better than some of the NFL quarterbacks. It's crazy like that. Cade Klubnik, some of his autos are going for crazy, crazy money. Damani Jackson, 4 out of 25. So is he going to do it? Oh, that's another NIL. Bunch of randoms at the end of this. So you guys can hang out at the end. Even if you didn't get a hit yet, you have a chance at some of these autographs here. I kind of like it that way. Tyler Batty, 3 out of 3. We're getting some nice, that's a green swirl. We're getting some nice low print stuff too. Tyler Batty's going to be the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos going out to Logan. So is he going to go? Is he going to make the jump though? Phil Jerkovich out of 25. Did he ever come in? Pittsburgh Panthers, Notre Dame. He's returning. So he's still NIL. And Devontae Price, 4 out of 25. I think that's why this product is a little less desired than some of their other stuff they put out, like Leaf Metal, which I cannot find anywhere. It's sold out everywhere. Indianapolis Colts here. Devontae Price. I'm going to double check that he's still on there. Yep, Colts. Indianapolis Colts going out to Roger Freeman. And there's another one. DJ Ugalele. Is that how you say that? Out of 15. Man, some boxes, we've seen this. Some boxes just seem to be mostly NIL. Like this one right here, which we'll have. And again, it's out of 15. I'm glad we didn't do an NIL spot, though. Think about this. This would be the stack of players, even though they didn't get in on it. So, hey, we're just like a little extra Raz at the end. Here's a duel. Let's see what goes on here. Jerome Ford, which we know is the Browns. And it is a 1 of 1. There we go. And Josh Wiley. So, let's see where Josh goes, because I know Jerome Ford is the Browns. This is going to be Tennessee Titans. So we have Browns and Titans. That's going to be either Jonathan Thomas or Kalani. We'll random that off. And it's going to be a 1 of 1 there. Anyone want to do shots? I'll do another one now. All right. It's a good one. Here we go. Going out to Slam. Da, 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 da. Chris Olave for the Saints. It just depends what they're numbered to and stuff, Steven. I haven't really dove in to see if their Pro Uni stuff that's newer is doing better. They do have Leaf Vivid for football coming out this year. I'm trying to get some of that. And then Exotic also coming out. Did you get it back yet? I wish I would ask about them because I know they got the Bryce Youngs in. Guys are getting them back now. Ooh, I like this player. It is a gold vinyl 1 of 1 proof too. Red Flood Super Prismatic Gold. It's a cool looking card. And it's going to be going out to the Tennessee Titans. Treylon Burks. 1 of 1 Red Flood Super Prismatic Gold. There it is. Treylon Burks, Tennessee Titans to JT. Yeah, if you send me pictures, I can try to find out. Yeah, boom, baby. Love it, man. It's a cool looking vinyl, too. Like, you have that gold in there, but it has that red flood is what it's called. Sweet looking card, dude. All right, we got a bunch of stuff to take care of here. So let me get to this because we also have to check payments and run the random on the next break. So I'm going to try to fly through this. So for the stars out of the optic, Rashad White and a nice Kenny Pickett there for the Steelers. We had the purple etch Stetson Bennett, Logan Diggs out of 199. Some of these are going to be NIL. They'll go with the NIL random. Then Jaden Wiley out of 399. Will Anderson, the big kahuna for the Texans. Spencer Sanders, Bennett, Bo Nix out of 99. Stetson Bennett, JSN, Jalen Carter, Hendon Hooker, Caleb Williams, Garwa, Stroud, and then our Invicta was Anderson, and we had 3 nice Invictas there. The Anthony Richardson, CJ Stroud, and Will Levis. None of those numbered. I don't even know if they have numbered Invictas. All right, and the ones that definitely hit on teams were Olave for the New Orleans Saints. That's going to be going out to Slam. We have for the Colts, Devonta Price going out to Roger Freeman. We had for Denver, Tyler Batty. For the Broncos, Logan Champagne. For Cincinnati, Javon Hiley. That's out of 15 for the Cincinnati Bengals. It's going to be going out to Douglas. And Joe Montana out of 75 for the 49ers going out to Steven Kibler. Was that on the last spot you took? We got Kayvon Thibodeau for the New York Giants. Tay Taylor on that one. And for the Pats, Pierre Strong, New England Patriots going out to Nicky Nuss. And for the Chicago Bears, out of 50, Noah Sewell. That's going to be going out to James Eisman. And Aiden O'Connell for the Raiders out of 99. That'll probably do well. Jonathan Thomas. And you also finished up with the 101 Treylon Burks Red Flood Super Prismatic Gold going out to the Titans. JT. 2 big cards there. All right, now, we do have this one as well that will either go to the Browns or... Who do we say? The Browns or the Titans? Is that who Josh Wiley's with? Yeah, so JT, you're up for a possible another one. But let's start with that. So let me pull this up here. Let's just do this first. I have this over here because we're going to be using this. All right, 2-player card. Top name wins. Counts as a hit for whoever gets it. We got the Jerome Ford and Josh Wiley or Weil or Mineral 5. Here we go. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's going to go to Jerome Ford and the Cleveland Browns. Jerome Ford getting that one. So we're going to mark off the Browns here for Kalani. Well, at least you got another 101, JT, so you don't have to feel too bad. All right, let me try to find a way to random these up a little bit. All right, we'll do this. All right, here's how we're going to do it. Jabari Small, Cameron Ward, Zach Calzada, Adonai Mitchell, Keelan Robinson, Ty Simpson, Damani Jackson, Djokovic, and the DJ. Probably the best way to do it. Either way, they get random individually. Everybody's eligible for each one. If you get one, it counts as a hit towards hit list. But then you are still eligible for the fantasy spot regardless. Here we go. Let me just try to run through these quickly, guys. I'll try to stay focused here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be the Bucks on that one for the Jabari Small. JT hitting on all 3 spots he took tonight. Cameron Ward is next. Cameron Ward, Mineral 5. Everyone eligible. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be the Cardinals. Cardinals getting on the board. Josh Long. Yeah, that's the way to do it, man, because it's your PC and your college team, right? That's crazy to me. That just doesn't make any sense. I mean, that's someone who's like still stuck on the idea that it's that's what I don't get about Fanatics going after these exclusives for Bryce Young and stuff. Like, why? Just let Panini have them for a couple years. I'm not saying that, like, if that's fine if you want to blow your money. How much did they spend on those guys? It sucks. It's what it's doing to us as a fan base, right? Like, I can't imagine how pissed off Carolina fans are going to be when they find out they're not going to have any pro uni autographs of Bryce Young, or in the Texans fan for CJ Stroud. Like, it would piss me off as a fan. Like, if that was Josh Allen and I could only get his college, I'm never going to have a pro uni auto of him probably until what, year 2026, unless there's a buyout. I just think it's we're kids in the middle of a divorce and we're being used as like cannon fodder. You know, it's like, it pisses me off a little bit. I just don't get it. I don't get why they would even want to do that. Why Fanatics would want to blow their money. This is going to go out to the Cleveland Browns. Another one for Kalani. Yeah, O'Connell stuff is up right now. And which I guess they're assuming maybe Jimmy Garoppolo is not going to get it done. Or he's going to get hurt again. Is that what the consensus is there? And then maybe they'll get it figured out. Maybe they'll like come to terms, which I'm not holding my breath on it. I would hope they could figure it out and get some of those guys in the autos, because it's going to be a weird year for product if they don't. All right, next up is Ty Simpson. Don't let me forget to do all the numbered and base min roll 5, even though I didn't type it. It's going to be the Titans there. Another one for you, JT. All right, Damani Jackson. I don't mind doing this. It gives us a chance at the end. You might not have gotten a card in the break, or maybe you got a crappy team and you didn't plan on getting anything, and now you have the chance to get, if this is a Caleb Williams, you'd be excited. And Dustin Johnson, maybe that's why they're buying him now. They figure, you know what, this is the guy who, even if Jimmy G comes in and does well, that this is the guy of the future. Like this could be that Tom Brady guy no one's really talking about. Like, he's coming in. Who knows? That goes to the Pats. That's Nicky Nuss' second one. Well, even Purdue had a lot of question marks with him, right? Or Drew Brees had a lot of question marks with him initially coming in the league. Remember, he was written off by the Chargers before he went to the Saints. I think he was supposed to go to the Dolphins, and they didn't want him because of his physical, right? Packers on this one. Dude, I got to tell you, man, I watched this, episode 2 of Hard Knocks. I think I like Aaron Rodgers. I hate to say it, but I really do. I like him. Like, there are things about him I can see why I think he's a dick, and I still think he is. But, like, when you see it in context, like, him telling, like, his center about the snaps, and, like, he doesn't, like, bullshit, which I get it if you're around him, and I don't know what kind of... He doesn't seem like he develops good rapport before he does that. He just goes in like, dude, you fucking suck at snapping the ball. Like, stop spinning it. He just is really too blunt, and that's a lot for a lot of people. But, like, if you know, that goes out to the Falcons. If you know, like, that's the way the person is, I can deal with it better. But I see why, like, I don't like that about him. But did you watch where he was in the film room and Zach Wilson tried to talk shit on him, and he looked at him, he's like, what the fuck did you just say? He's like, man, that's a weak-ass fake or something like that. He's like, he looked at him, he's like, what did you just say? Like, okay, whatever, dude. Like, he didn't even care. Yeah, and I think that was smart for the NFL. Oh, wait, we got to do the all NIL base and numbered. But dude, I get it. Like you know me, Slam. I am not a fan, and I as a Lions fan. But I feel like I should rephrase what I said and say I like Rodgers more than I ever have before. After watching the show, we're not going to count this as a hit, guys, since there's no autos. It's just numbered and base. It's going to go out to the Vikings, Wes Aubers. And that does not count as a hit. So then the next thing up is two $5 hitless credits, and then we'll do that fantasy spot. The very last one. I know that's what a lot of you are here for, and that's okay. I've never really believed in having two teams. Like I believe in like being like I can watch this team, but I know so many people that have like, oh, I have my this jersey and this jersey. Like, wait, what? Like, do you just pick when you want to root for them? Do you root for them all year long? Steelers and the Jets. So Steven Kibler and Dakota Reed each getting a $5 hitless credit. Can't put who in the same sentence. Listen, James, you're not alone. It's actually quite phenomenal how many people have two teams. Yo, what? What are we yoing? Who said yo? Slam obviously ran himself dizzy. He's all in a hizzy. Like, I get it in a sense. Like, I've heard it justified. I'm not saying it's not justifiable. James Eisman getting in the league. James, you were the last one that's a duplicate. So, James, I'm going to make you an offer here. You can either choose to give up this spot, like trade it for something. I will approve selling. I have to approve it. I have to see what the deal is to make sure it's fair. Or we can talk. I can give you a spot in the Survivor League and open this up. So we'll talk later. So there is a potential for the spot to open up. It is our first duplicate. So, James, we'll talk tomorrow. But if you want to give it, donate it, make a deal, trade, sell, I'll let you do that. I need approval because I don't want anyone getting ripped off. So you come to me with that. Or if you would like to give it up, okay, as long as I trust JT and you to work out a fair deal. Is that what we're going to do? Are we putting Jonathan Thomas in the league? All right. I'm good with that. I know that there are... If you guys need me to kind of give value or approve a trade, come to me. We can talk it out. But we don't want any duplicates in that. All right, so the league is sealed, signed, sealed, deliver. It's yours. All right, guys. That's all she wrote for that one. I got to go check in on this other break. All right, I got to clean this one up. I got to check payments to the other one. Random that up. So give me a few minutes here. We'll get to it. Have another shot with me if you'd like. I got to go check my son. He fell asleep on the floor.